Okay, so I will be putting stuff up on the screen because I think this is going to get too complicated too fast. Let me just leave a lot of white space, loads of white space. All right. First of all, we're looking at finding your maintenance calories. So to find your maintenance calories, it's pretty much as simple as taking your body weight and multiplying it times 14 to 16, depending on how active you are. So if you're someone that sits all day long and you don't really do anything other than maybe hit the gym, then you're looking at 14. Even if you're like a fitness nut, but you just don't do much throughout the actual rest of your day, 14. Then you've got your extremely active people, and this would be just a job that involves a lot of labor, or maybe you're just an extremist with transportation and you're going hard on the bike. I'm not exactly sure. So 14 to 16 sliding scale. I generally put myself at about 14.5 because I do spend a lot of time sitting and editing and at my computer working. So 14.5 is where I land myself, just for reference. And so I'm just going to skip all the math because I already have it down right in front of me here. So that pretty much puts me at 2,566.5 maintenance calories, or about, because it's that sliding scale, but that's my rough estimate for my maintenance calories. So from there we now need to figure out what it's going to look like for your proteins, fats, and carbs. And so for mine, protein, it's pretty simple. You're just looking at this. It's a sliding scale, depending, but I think this one for myself, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I just stick to 1 gram of protein per 1. So that's nice and simple. You can go a little bit under, you can go a little bit over. There's really no reason to go over that though, unless you are in the middle of a big cut and you're lean and you need to get all that protein in to try and keep your muscles from your body from eating your muscles. You want to just keep your muscles around, you're going to increase that protein, but when you're actually bulking and working on all of that, 1 gram does pretty well. So that's what that looks like for me. I'm basing this off of the measurements I did yesterday, which would put me at 177 grams of protein. The next one, we've got fat. Now fat, this is again a sliding scale. You're going to take your body weight and you're going to multiply it by somewhere between 0.3 and 0.4. And that depends on whether you're more of a carb person and you like to eat your carbs, or whether you're more of a fat person and you like your fatty foods. So pretty much just again to put it in layman's terms, I enjoy my carbs much more. So I'm more of in the 0.3 range, just because butters, nuts, I mean really the only fat that goes in at like a decent rate for me is when I get into that peanut butter. But otherwise, it's just not something that's in my diet. So take into account what you like to eat, and then decide whether you're more of a fats person or a carbs person. So I'm more of a carbs person. I stick straight to 0.3, and so that leaves me at 53 grams of fat total for myself. Now the last one, carbs, it gets a little bit more complicated, and we have to kind of take a side note, and that side note is just going to be that there are so many calories per gram of protein, fats, and carbs. So in a protein, per 1 gram of protein, you've got 4 calories. Per 1 gram of fat, you have 9 calories, and per 1 gram of carb, you've got 4 calories. We can then do the math to see how many calories we've already set ourselves up for with the protein and fat, since we already did the math on how many grams we're going to eat. So just to again skip all of that math, for me that looks like 708 calories in protein, and that looks like 477 calories in fat. So with that, now we can take our so I got my maintenance, again side note. So I have my maintenance at 2,566.5 calories per day, and my goal is to put on weight, and this is a nice healthy easy rate. Again, no new science here. This is just based off of more information that I've gathered from my previous research, and pretty much I just go 500 calories into a surplus, which puts me at 3,066.5 calories each day, and I pretty much just look at that as 3,000 or like a little bit over. So now doing the actual math though, we'll take the 708 calories, the 477 calories, we'll add those up and then subtract them from that 3,066.5 calories, which leaves us with 1,881.5 calories left in our day that need to come from carbs. So pretty much at this point, we can just take that number, that 1,881, and divide it by 4, because we know the math from earlier, and that leaves me with 470 grams of carbs that I need to hit each day. So now I've got my full 3, protein 177, fat 53, and carbs 470. Now, the way that I go about tracking this, MyFitnessPal, you can just put a diary in of all of the food that you're eating, and it does a great job at counting the calories. And then in another section of MyFitnessPal, you can then go over and look at your nutrition, and it throws all of your macros into a pie chart and then clearly lays out how many grams you're at throughout the day, making that math pretty simple, especially as you get later on in the day and you're kind of like, oh, you know, I'm realizing I'm a little bit low on protein. I need to go grab some food that's high in protein and get that in before the day's over. And that's kind of how I've been handling this so far, how I plan on continuing to handle it, and I enjoy it so far. It's kind of an easy way to do it. So that's what my macros look like. I hope I didn't go over that too fast. I hope that didn't go too long, because I know it's a lot to cover in just a little short bit. But that's what it looks like. I recommend it because it's honestly an easier lifestyle change rather than a diet. Like technically it's a diet, but it's really just more of once you understand what's going into your body and what's going out of your body, then you can just flexibly eat pretty much whatever you want. You really get just about anything as long as it fits in the macros that you have set up for yourself. So there's that. That's how I do it. Let me add into that also, I didn't actually show any examples of how I count any of this either. So let me whip into some pancake making tonight. I don't know if there's gonna be a video in between here and then. So pretty much I already made some pancakes this morning though. I'll make some pancakes tonight because I freaking love them, and I'll show you just how quick and easy it is to actually track how many grams of food that you're eating to make it easy to put into MyFitnessPal also. So there you go. Alright, coming at you with the late night snack of the pancakes. Pretty much we're going to go ahead and put the bowl on the measuring scale here, and that allows it to make it pretty easy to get these pancakes perfect. I do 2 servings at a time. Really just pasta and pancakes. Alright, so yeah, the first thing we're going to be doing here is we're going to make sure that with the bowl, it's going to be zeroed out, or at least as close as possible to zeroed out. There we go. And then the number that we're shooting for here, it's 53 grams per serving. So we're looking at 106 grams, or I usually just go slightly over because some of that gets left in the bowl anyhow. So I usually go, in all honesty, it's actually about 112 every single time I do this. A little much, though, it works out. Can't go wrong, a little bit overboard, we are bulking. Alright, from there, we just take it over here. That was 120. The ideal amount is about 240. So we'll drop this back over to 11, get just a little bit of that bad boy up. Simple. No more measuring. It's just measured on the fly with the bowl, and my pancake making has gone through the roof. Yep. Look at this thick boy pancake. This pancake is cakey. This is a thick boy pancake. And next thing I know, I'm just going ham on a cold bowl of pasta.
Ew.
Just letting the vlog know how it goes.
No culinary skills whatsoever.
Literally none. Literally. Can it come in clean? Can it? Will a double flip happen today? A lot of pressure. Damn it. Taco pancake it is. Rip. Secret side note, also known by any person in the fitness world. Take a look at Walden Farms. I don't even know if you can see that. Walden Farms pancake syrup. Easily the best pancake syrup with 0 calories. This is my 3rd pancake just today.